Hello, my name is Daniel J. I'm your host as always. Thank you for joining us live on another sweltering hot, steamy Sunday night. Live here from Bar Coffeebreath, the one and only, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
We do this live?
This is live.
No.
We are on the internet live. There are people in the chat watching.
Fake, actually.
Yeah, you can stop lying to them. Little
They're
known
hired
fact,
actors.
actually every episode of the Coffee Breath Show has already been filmed.
I do actually.
And we've been churning them out. We did this shit for like 3 weeks hardcore in the quarantine, and then we've just been slowly dripping them out one by one.
Kuba speaks as if they've been here since the beginning of the
I have
show.
been.
That's true. We just kept
If
them
you
a
really-
surprise until the cast redone.
If you look at really close at the old episodes, the clues are there.
That's true. Go back
There are so many riddles cracked. It's like Fringe when it first came out.
I cannot believe y'all didn't pick up on the Coffee Breath ARG. I'm very upset. We had to cancel the whole thing.
The smoke
Now-
monster should have been obvious.
Now no one gets the boat. This is the boat you were gonna get.
I was gonna do a whole bit. Well, all right. Well, now that we've discussed the boat, I mean, guys,
The boat's out of the bag.
The boat's out of the bag, fellas.
Boat's
It was Thanksgiving break, a time to reflect, a time to. Is that for me? Or?
No, this is...
Oh, I don't think she wants that. I don't think she's interested in that. Fellas, it was Thanksgiving break. It was a time to reflect, a time to take a breather, time to relax and rest. And for me, it was a time.
That's a really funny joke.
For me, it was a time to pick up some new hobbies. So I'd like to introduce you to my very own
It's gonna be too long.
USS Daniel, baby. That's right. I build model ships now. Look at this bad boy.
I help.
No, you snapped together two pieces. I did this whole bad boy by myself.
On
Look how fucking
your
sick this shit
fingers are not
is.
dexterous enough.
Look how sick this shit. It's like it's like 4.5 feet long, probably.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not 4.5. Actually, it's...
Oh no, the rudder fell off. Shit.
No, that's a propeller.
Oh, the propeller.
I thought you
fell
were
Yes, they're gonna hit
not
the
a real boat
iceberg.
fan.
Don't lose that, Liz. I don't have any
holding
spares.
it. I know.
This is the formerly known as the RMS Titanic, currently known as the USS Daniel. This is my first ship. It took me like 3 days to build it.
And I
it
had
was
to
like,
put the whole hull on because your fingers lack dexterity.
yeah, it was like 500 pieces. It was sick. I haven't played video games in days. I just sit in my room in the dark building model ships now. This is a cool new hobby.
Which
that I
is
have.
the most unsurprising shift of a person ever.
Look at lights. The camera doesn't pick it up great, but the entire thing is lit internally. You can see through some of the windows.
Every
there's
single
lights.
person has
We
their
punched
lights
out all
on.
the windows.
No one's taking a little nap.
Well, this is before the boat sank. This is what it
but
looked
no
like.
one's taking a nap.
Not all the windows are.
It was the roaring
punched.
30s. You
This-
think anyone's got time to
It was
nap over there?
1912.
Something like that. No,
Yeah,
that's
it
when
was
the War of
1912.
1912 happened.
That's 1812.
No, that's when the War of 1812 happened. Then it happened again. There was a sequel.
It was the anniversary of the War of
Exactly.
1812.
So everybody got all the
I
ancestors
have
of the
a question
survivors
for
got
Dan.
together and fought again.
Yeah,
Wanna vote?
question from the panel.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you put this in water and race it like the boats in
Yes.
Stuart Little?
God,
Well,
that's a core memory.
well, it's made of like foamish cardboard, so it
Maybe.
probably could float.
If you
I
have
mean,
a
it's
little mouse
hollow.
driving
Once.
it, a free
Well,
little
Yeah, it could
fuck-ass
probably
mouse.
float
Well,
one time.
I don't
also
think
full of
Dan
holes.
has the technical know-how because as established in the Stuart Little animated series, Stuart Little's brother is a mechanical genius who actually built those boats by hand so Stuart could operate them.
The thing about the Stuart Little boat scene is that it's not the climax of the movie. Everyone thinks it is, but it happens like at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, it's the inciting incident
It's
after
like that's what makes them become a family, and then he like gets lost.
and then fake rats show up.
That's awesome. I see a question from the chat. Is it unsinkable? Yes, everybody knows the Titanic is the unsinkable ship. This bad boy, she's not going down no matter what. I mean, look at the strength of that hull. No shot is that falling down. I had so much fun with this. I bought like 6 more of them on the spot. So if next time anyone here is at my home, get ready to just.
Wait. 6 Titanics or 6 other boats?
Oh, other boats.
Oh, it'd be way funnier if you bought
That would
6
be hilarious
Titanics.
if I just did the same thing 6 more times.
You get faster. You could speedrun it and be the fastest Titanic boat.
So over
That's
here
true.
is my figures, and this is my arcade cabinet, and this is the wall of Titanic.
Liz and I were joking about dangling it from the ceiling. like hanging it on the string so that it just hovers above the bar.
But also cutting it in half and canting one half. Like
no, we're not allowed to
sinking.
cut it. I put
I
too much
think we
work
should
into
sink
this.
it.
The other boats will be smaller. This is the biggest one that they made because it's the Titanic.
Can
and
we
it's the
get
best ship
another
ever.
Titanic? And can we put a plaque that says Titanic on this one? The other one, Titanic 2:20 a.m.
Oh,
And
we
it's
could do
busted.
like a. Oh, it could be like, you know how like when you go into a church and they
Oh,
have
I
the
see.
Stations of the Cross,
Yeah, yeah.
like you walk around, you experience.
That's
the
a
whole
core
story.
Yeah.
memory right
That's the
there.
Yeah.
most Catholic thing you've ever said out loud.
Yeah.
It is by far the most Catholic because that is not a normal like Christianity thing. That is
No.
specifically only Catholicism
That's what we
thinks
debate.
that like, yo, you know what? Like on a Saturday, you guys want to go and relive Jesus's brutal torture? I'm
Yeah,
feeling kind of
baby.
sick for that one, and I'm down.
Well, shout out to my mom in the chat
Hi, Gail.
for making sure that I grew up with a really healthy and normal upbringing. Anyway, guys, fellas, I'm gonna put this away just for the safety of the
So
boat.
he
It's very
stops breaking
very
things.
fragile.
It's
Yeah.
very
That's
fragile,
the
but it's also unsinkable.
It is unsinkable, but
Simultaneously.
it's a bit fragile.
It could get stuck in the middle of a very narrow canal.
True,
While I'm over here,
true,
why don't you guys
true.
let the chat know what you did for your
Well,
Thanksgiving?
I would like semi-related question.
I died.
Do you think that the guy who designed the original Titanic, do you ever think he made another boat?
Mr. Andrews.
Yeah.
No, he
No,
went
he
down
died.
with the ship.
He fucking died.
Yeah, but like, did he have like leftover like residual like things, and then they made
Like,
another
He
he
boat?
went down
His
with
honor.
the ship.
No. The Titanic had two sister ships that he also designed.
Oh, and did they sink?
No, they didn't.
One of them did.
You know what? Two out of
Actually, yeah, one of them did.
Never mind. 1 out of 3 is not a great ratio. He was not a good boat
He
designer.
did go down with the Titanic.
He did go down
Yeah.
with the Titanic, which honestly, if you're talking mad shit for like a couple months, being
I
like,
think that
"This
bad.
is the unsinkable ship. I'm a riding on his maiden voyage,"
But
and then
he
you
saved,
fucking die like a clown.
He saved Kate Winslet first, though.
That's true. He
That's
did.
Kate Winslet, the actress.
Yeah.
Hey,
She was on the Titanic.
First of all-
in 1912,
uh,
not to be confused with the War of 1812.
hey, back on track. First of all, oh, we got some like shit in the frame. I'm gonna do this out of the
Oh, can I have my water?
way. Yeah, can you stop making a fucking mess of my bar?
One of those is not
Thanks
mine.
everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. I see Unbound Soul, I see Crit, I see Tab. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving too. And I have a question that I need to pose to the chat because I was
true,
very.
Crit, if it hit, had breached
Can
on
I
the 4
speak?
of the 5, watertight compartments, it would have been fine. But because it hit 5 and ripped them open on the side, then that's why it went down.
That is actually true.
A clown move.
I can summon. Big's coming. She's over there.
Big.
Michelle's dog is running around here.
Yeah.
Um,
I just want her to be.
she's fine.
Supervised.
She's not bothering
Okay.
anyone. Guys, I have a question for the chat. I need the chat's opinion on
Girls.
something. Is it weird to mix sweet corn with your mashed potatoes?
Yes.
I don't need to hear it from you guys because we already talked about this. But on Thanksgiving, I chose to mix sweet corn with my mashed potatoes, and everybody in the room, except for the other person from Massachusetts, said that that's a fucking weird psycho thing to do. And I need to just gauge the room
Thank you, Ben.
and just see, is that weird? Because to me and the other person from Massachusetts who I asked, that is super normal. No, okay, I'm seeing a lot of weird.
I will
in the
say,
chat.
I said that I was not familiar with it, but I would try it because those two starches seem fine.
Oh, big centrist behavior over here. Not picking one or the other side on the
well,
great
no,
corn
I answered
debate.
the question. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
centrist.
weird. It's weird, but I'm open to it just because I like both of those things.
Yeah, it wouldn't taste bad. It's not a
Why?
thing that people do.
Yeah,
I
it's
in
think
the
not-
same way
fine.
that, like, as a kid,
It's-
I would sometimes, like, if there was mashed potatoes and sweet mashed potatoes, I would have a fork full of both. And it would be like a little
It's not like
in my mouth.
it's not like putting gravy on like turkey or gravy on mashed
No,
potatoes.
but sometimes you can put two things on one fork and then have it in one bite.
Yes, that's
exactly.
It's a little party.
how. No, that's how it. No, okay.
Everything's mean.
You, when I'm cleaning up the Thanksgiving dinner, we're packing everything up, and Dan's like, "Oh, hey, can you put all the mashed potatoes in here?" And I jokingly say, "Oh, do you want all the corn in there as well?" And Dan's just like, "Yes, mix it
Yeah.
all together. I'm gonna heat it up all together in one massive food glob."
Yeah, because it's great. This is the thing. I mean, now it doesn't count for much, but my mom is in the chat saying that it's normal.
Then they were canned. It was canned sweet corn.
And Dan made the rice pilaf, which was delicious.
Thank you.
Of course.
I know you didn't eat it, but I appreciate that.
I will.
had 1 grain of rice. It was tasty.
I will lie to you with a smile on my face.
Yeah, fuck all of you. I grew up doing this very often. Everyone I knew mixed their sweet corn with mashed potatoes, and these guys said I was weird. So I realized maybe it's a Massachusetts thing. Started polling some of my friends. Turns out it is probably a New England thing.
The internet won't tell me, though.
Yeah, no one seems to know online, but everyone who I asked who's from New England said that it was normal and that they did it too. So I think it's a weird East Coast thing. I just wanted to gauge the chat, just see where people were at with that one, because I was shocked to find this information to be so unusual to you guys. I really couldn't believe it.
Odd.
Hi, Katie.
Oh,
Hi.
It sounds like a KFC thing. Well, I've done it at KFC too, because sometimes you get the sweet corn there and you get the mashed potatoes.
Well, KFC isn't a good... KFC made the fucking KFC bowl where they just took scraps from every leftover fryer and just shoved it together.
Yeah,
like,
it rules.
It is very good.
KFC kind of bangs. KFC's a little bit underrated, I think.
I don't know about that. KFC, anywhere that's not America, is actually, like... top-tier fried chicken, though.
Okay, I won't stand for this in the chat, though. This sounds like level of fries in a Wendy's Frosty. That's filthy
No, that's
and
a banger.
That's actually a banger.
Fries
That's
dipped
a
in
banger.
shake is like what I will ride
It
or
is
die for.
godlike. It is so good.
That's a banger.
Freaks.
It's a banger.
Sounds like a bunch of
Okay, corn boy.
Sounds like a bunch of lactose normals here. Sounds like a bunch of lactose
It's the
adjusted,
salty and the
unlike me.
sweet. You combine them and you find a tasty treat. It's so good.
You don't find a tasty treat. The
You
treat
create a
you
tasty
make
treat.
a tasty.
You find it
You know, I don't-
within your mouth.
If I open up my Frosty and there's a fry already in there, that's a problem.
That is a problem
That's
because
a
it's too
problem.
soggy. You need it to be a crisp fry.
Yeah, you have about 10 seconds of half-life on that fry when
Yeah.
you get it to your mouth, all right?
That's true.
Hey, I've got 2 nuts you can have alive.
Speaking of balls,
yeah,
I think
speaking
we
of
have
balls,
something to talk about.
and
Yeah,
What's
guys,
going
we
on?
do. Tonight's episode,
That's a good
we brought our
segue.
friend Michal on. It's been a bit since you've been on, Michal. It's been a while, actually, because you've been studying the blade. You've been learning the
ball.
art of the ball. Studying the ball is probably a better way of putting
Studying
it.
That would have been a funnier joke and you missed it.
Yeah, well, you can mess up these nuts. I don't know. Sorry,
Speaking
I'm
of
not really
balls.
going anywhere with this.
Yeah, you never
Michal,
got nowhere
since we last saw her on the COFFEEBREATH show, she's become a top 10 in the world Super Monkey Ball speedrunner.
I'm a gamer now.
With a Liz,
I'm
with a strong Liz support
I am the
system.
apprentice.
Liz is my coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean that quite seriously.
I am the coach.
That,
She is the brains and I am the hands.
to make it
So
make it
true.
obvious from
And
an
together we
outsider
ball.
perspective here, every day for the past 2 months, I want to say, either Michelle or Liz or both or a combination of them in the same video have DM'd me either directly or in a group chat about their monkey ball stuff. Sometimes they'll take the same information and they'll just spread it out and do both. They'll just be like, all right, everybody
I
needs to hear about this, and also Kuba needs to hear about
But okay,
this.
here's a solution. We need our own channel in our little Discord that's just about our monkey ball strats.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Katie, I am
And I
not
think
against
that'll-
this. I'm just trying to make it very
Thank
clear
you.
how into monkey ball both of them
okay.
are right now.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, like I did prepare a presentation which I will share with everyone today.
Liz has straight up on multiple occasions directly correlated monkey ball enjoyment to sexual attractiveness. All right,
Yeah.
these are regular
this has
things.
been like
Hot girls
kind of the
ball.
only thing in my brain for the past like 2 months or however long
Yeah.
it's been since the
It's
game.
been like walking big and this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really funny for Kuba and I as people who have like competed in video games our whole
And like
lives.
watch
I'm just
speedrunning
figuring
and
this stuff out
and
for
then-
the first time.
Yeah, Liz and Michelle will be like sitting in a room together and being like, did you know that like there's a website where people post their scores for the game, like where you can like compete with other people and
It's
their,
so
and their
bad.
scores, and they'll be like, I like practice the same level like 3 times to like learn a new trick and get better at it.
Three is a
Isn't that
really low
crazy?
number.
And I'm just sitting there.
Dan and I just side-eye each other for hours.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like I haven't been playing Super Smash Bros. Melee for 12 years of my life, just every single day in training mode,
It's kind of
grinding out some
fun.
kind of new tech.
I'm the second best
I-
fighting game coach on the planet.
But the thing is, one, Liz is coach to one of the top 10 monkey ball
That's true.
champions in the world right now.
Absolutely.
For one specific mode of the game. But
Level set. Yeah.
so the thing about this is like this is the first time I have ever understood why people want to be good at video games. Like until now, I enjoy games. Usually I'm like more narrative style or like even if it's like go fast platforming Sonic stuff, I'm not trying to S rank everything. I'm trying to have a good time
Oh,
with
you
me
like
and my
Sonic?
friend Sonic the Hedgehog. I play like a game or two. And
Just once.
he's on my little shirt. No, now I get it that there is some value and satisfaction out of
Some.
being good
Only.
My job is a joke.
The closest I've gotten to that feeling has been like when I completed like a living dex for Pokemon, which was very satisfying, but a very different experience because you just make a bunch of really fun spreadsheets about like what's the most efficient way to get everything. And
It's also an isolated activity.
it is, yeah. You can do it in like piecemeal, like pick up and play, and like it's actually really
That's how I
nice that you
play
get
Monkey
to.
Ball.
Huh?
I just pick up and go,
Yeah.
and then I fail, and then I put down.
But like Monkey Ball has been this whole new challenge where not only was I so lucky as to be invited to be a part of the game and become a playable character, thank you Sega, I also just found out it's fun to be good at games, and no one told me this.
Only that
I
one,
just don't
though.
listen to the other people on the show.
Only
Except
that
for-
one.
Only this one though.
We don't
I
have-
tried to be
One
good
We-
at other video games, and it sucks, and
Yeah.
it makes you ugly. And if you like Monkey Ball and you try to be good at Monkey Ball, then
It's
you're a
so
hot girl.
sexy.
Seems really
Oh.
uncalled for.
It's the ball game.
And it's not like Dan and I are running around being like, God, I sure do love being good at video games.
That's exactly what Dan does, at least.
No, Dan.
Well, when I'm
Dan.
fucking on kids in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the
Why are
Nintendo
you fucking
GameCube.
kids?
No,
No.
fucking
Rule
on kids
one
is
of
different.
life is don't fuck kids.
No, I didn't say. I said fucking on kids. Like
Can
when
we
you
play that
fuck-
back? Can we play that back?
Like when you fuck a kid up.
But I did
What about that?
prepare a presentation about my
Oh,
experience with
boy.
Monkey Ball and also
Yeah.
some tips for all of the future speedrunners out there.
Monkey Ball.
I'm gonna-
Apprentice.
All right, I'm gonna hand it off to Michelle, and we're gonna get into her
You-
presentation
Do I have
here.
a-
You said you made this in an hour. It has 44 slides.
Yep.
Well, sometimes to be fair, if I'm lazy about animation, like instead of like doing an animation of like on click do this, I'll just duplicate the slide and then yeah, don't go past that. Okay.
You're literally describing how I won best slides. It's literally all I did.
Michelle, can you scooch a tiny bit to the right, just so you're like in the frame? Yeah, because the camera cuts off on the right side there.
That's why I scooted over.
Okay, here we are. Michelle's going to give her presentation on how she became a top 10 in the world Super Monkey Ball speedrunner over
And
the
how I
last few
coached her
months.
to victory.
This will be
It-
part of it, Liz. It's credited.
Real quick,
Okay,
is this
yeah.
for to try to convince people to try to play
no,
Monkey Ball?
Dan just said that I was allowed to talk about Monkey Ball.
Oh, this is a
and
bragging
Yeah.
presentation.
There's a section about brags.
This is a bragging
I
presentation.
will say, if you're familiar with my work, this is not good. I made it in an hour, and it's like it is at its core what a PowerPoint party presentation should be, something about that you're just really passionate about. So it's not like good. It's just like I'm just gonna talk.
This
to you
is the
about Monkey
PowerPoint
Ball.
president equivalent of masturbation. That's what we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Dan invited me on the show.
Dan invited you to masturbate on his show.
What?
I'm gonna do my ball presentation, and everyone's
Yeah,
going
why
to
don't you
shoot their
present
questions.
your, why don't you present your
Let's talk
balls
about
to the
the balls.
people?
Yeah, we need
I
to see your
clicked and
balls.
It didn't work. Oh, just kidding. All right, enter. Oh, is that a mouse?
That's your mouse on the screen.
It's
Just
like
like
now.
just move it out of the way. Yeah.
It's not moving. It's not
What-
moving.
Do we have a little mouse
Yeah,
pad?
here, take the
perhaps?
mouse pad.
A
Yeah,
little,
yeah.
a little technical difficulty.
There you go.
Okay. Entering the monkey ball. An alternate title for this presentation would be Pondering My Orb. One graphic I made for this, which I think was all I needed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking about a few things today. I'm going to introduce myself, my relationship to the monkey ball game, talk a little bit about what is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, talk about why Super Monkey Ball 1 Challenge Mode is the best mode of all of the modes, and then we're going to talk about speedrunning strats and some brags, and then we'll do any Q&A if anyone has any questions. So, who am I? Michal Miexriir.
Who are you?
I'm a playable character in Super Monkey Ball Banana
This is
Mania.
so true, bestie.
You did do this. This is a thing.
So true.
This is a thing that we heard about.
September 13th, I believe, Sega came out with this trailer. It wasn't a surprise to me because they told me like 2 weeks in advance that I would be in the game.
Only 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Well, they asked me if I wanted to do it, and then they sent this to me like 2 weeks early, and I was like, yeah, this looks good.
2 weeks.
Which was why I was really confused, because then Jeff Knightley was supposed to announce it, but instead he announced Morgana that day. But it's fine. They still had really good reception online. Everyone was super excited that finally Michal Miexriir becomes a playable character.
Everyone's
in
been
Super
waiting
Monkey Ball
for it
Banana
and
Mania.
talking about it.
Yeah,
Everyone's been
people have been
talking about
discussing
it.
this.
I am very powerful at manifesting this year, and it's because this game has been all I've been thinking about for
It's
a couple
true.
months. How do
Oh, let me.
you
I
know
think
what
if I hit.
Wait, what if I scroll?
Did that work?
No.
Okay, wait. let
Wait,
me...
what if I go to the end?
Yeah, go to that.
Oh, that I ruined
Oh,
it.
that just full screened it. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see for a sec.
Yeah.
We're having.
So here's the thing about Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. I'm in the game, as you can see. That was a reference photo they asked me to take. They put like a bunch of mocap, like little balls on me. Yes, thank you. In addition to being a playable character in the game, I was very lucky that they added me to the box art, which was a huge honor. It's like on Google still.
Still.
I thought they took it down.
It's still cached and also it's still technically on the Banana Mania wiki. Okay, what if I scroll?
Oh, wait. Move the mouse back over to that, to the window on the far right there. Wait, where did the mouse go?
This is
I don't
why
know
we need
what
the
mouse
clicker.
is.
The clicker was not working.
I have a very cool, very sexy PowerPoint
Okay,
clicker.
let me get that.
Thank you so much.
How much money did you spend on your clicker?
$7.99 probably.
$7.99.
And it's lasted me a good number.
That's
of
a good-
presentations.
that's good
This is a
bang.
good clicker.
$99.
That's good bang for your
Yes.
buck there.
Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully.
Actually, just don't move the mouse and we're good.
Yeah.
Like, just don't use the mouse pad.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then I can
Okay.
just stay in that position.
The Monkey Ball team was so nice to send me some goods, which I then did
Monkey
bastardize
box.
into some tweets that they shouldn't have let me write. Such as this one where I used the candle they gave me and I said, sorry babe, the
Les
Super
sens
Monkey
du
Ball
monkey.
candle stays on during sex. So, what are my
I
credentials?
fucking hate you.
What are your credentials?
What are my credentials?
gives
What
you
makes
the
me
right to speak on
qualified to
this?
talk about Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania? Well, I'm in the game. That's kind of huge. I'm number 10 for Super Monkey Ball 1 Challenge Mode globally, and I'm number 1 in Monkey Target briefly because when the game came out, only like 3 people had it, so I got number 1 in Monkey Target for like a little bit.
So proud of you.
Out of the 4 people who were playing on PS5 a day
smoked
early.
them.
On specifically PS5.
Yeah.
So what is... Oh, thank you, hard to pronounce name in the chat. They can confirm that I am still in the fandom.
Chimera?
So what is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania?
Great question.
A 2021 video game.
That's true.
And why is Super Monkey Ball 1 Challenge Mode the best? Well, we have like a lot of modes in that game, like Story Mode, which is a campaign, Challenge Mode, which is like you do a bunch of, like, a set number of levels and you try to do them as fast as possible and you get a time for the end of it. There's party games like Monkey Target, Monkey Boat, Monkey Fighting,
Monkey
Monkey Bowling,
Monkey bowling!
etc. There's ranking mode, which is speedrunning, and there's a bunch of other modes that I don't really play, like Golden Banana,
Like
Reverse,
monkey
and,
hunting, where you like get a gun and you.
you need a
start
permit for
collecting
monkey hunting,
pelts.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
The
Otherwise,
monkey,
it's
the monkey
illegal in
is in the ball with the gun, and they,
And they're hunting humans.
And they're hunting
It's their
people.
time for revenge.
I'm actually in that part of the
Right.
game.
There is monkey dog
I'm-
fighting, which is basically
I'm
that.
in Monkey Hunt. You can actually see me. I'm totally nude, and I like this, and I just run across the stage.
But why is Super Monkey Ball Challenge Mode the best one for the first one? It's only 13 stages for casual mode, which is the shortest one of all of them. It's fun and it's fast.
Gotta
So,
go fast.
now we're going to talk about speedrunning, sprats, and brags. So we're going to start with just my run, and I'm just going to talk about it, and Liz, feel free to chime
Excellent.
in whenever. Yes.
Can you turn the speaker on? Oh, it's on.
Wait.
Okay, never mind. We're
We
going.
can also turn off the
No, no.
sound, it's not necessary.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to hear your commentary.
No, I was just gonna talk now. So the
Oh,
first
okay.
level, the fastest you can do it is 155 unless
Except
you're
that
Liz.
one time I did 153.
Liz once did it in 153, and I've not seen a single speedrunner do that. I have no fucking
I don't think
clue
it's
what she did.
possible.
So now you do a skip to level 5. This one, okay, in this run I do fuck up, but if you go
Did
to
you
the
bounce?
right, yeah, I bounced. There's a way to go like
Oh,
straight.
there's the bounce.
The bounce will cost you like another like almost second. This
Yeah.
one, I'm going to talk about the detailed strats with later, but I do like a 1 bounce and then hit the ramp.
I'm
into
still
the
working
wall.
on the solo bounce.
We're going to talk about the
situation.
different number of bounces, but this one wasn't too bad to master. It took like 1 to 2 hours maybe.
Yeah, I'm doing poorly
This
in
is
it
the
right
worst
now.
level because
Steps
even if you're
flows.
good at it, it's not fun. Like the best you can be at it is just like have like really tight turns, and that's fucking boring as shit.
Yeah,
Like
it
this
sucks
is
ass.
so fucking stupid. I will never get myself to speedrunner or be good at it.
Steps dumb.
This
Lots
one,
of dumb.
I did it boring, where you have to wait, and it sucks, and it's stupid, because there is a fast way of doing it, and only 3 people can do it, and I'm one of those people, but only once.
And that's all she needed to do.
That's all I needed to do. Basically, you just wait, and then you just go, and that's pretty straightforward. Anyone could do that. You can go a little little early, like you don't have to wait for the square to go into the thing. But if you do it too early, you will do a little bounce and it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I do that often.
This one I usually bounce into it, but you can go straight into the goal or bounce on something. Oh, Koob, am I boring you?
No, I gotta make sure. No, I gotta make sure because my roommates are texting me about something.
No, I just want to be mean. This one, okay, you go to the left tilt just so you get enough momentum to like do the double jump, and then you just go around the little S thing. The trick here is don't look at the ball, look at the stage. Yeah. And it changes everything. I'll tell you that much. This one's boring. You just kind of go top right. The next two are kind of boring.
I love how for a large portion of describing with your live commentary, you're like, this is the best mode. This is the best mode. And just, this fucking sucks. This isn't fun. No, this is terrible.
Cool. And then I'll talk about the cool levels one by one after this. Really hard. I see some swags in the chat. Let's keep that up. More swags in the chat.
Hitter's a great one, because bammo.
Yeah, hitter is good. You just go top left and then you're there. Banana plate, this is one of my best banana plate runs in the sense that when it came down to the wire, I just got it right. Liz is the one who taught me this technique. You hit the...
That one's kind of sick.
That's actually hype. That's really smart.
Liz is kind of like on some shit because like she is the brains, and she'll be like, I think this is what you have to do, and then she'll pass me the controller, and then it like will happen magically.
You're describing how speedrunning teams have been working for 20 years.
No, but I'm discovering it now.
It's like when Dan tried to teach me how to play Skullgirls, and I understood the concepts of how to play the game, but I can't do a quarter circle, and so I will never play the game. So my fingies don't work like that.
That's the easiest input in that game. I'm so sorry. Also, why did you try to teach her Skullgirls?
It was a fun bit we were going to do.
It was a long story, but I have a quick question from Michelle.
Okay, I was about to answer a chat question.
Oh, yeah, answer the chat question.
Is the run valid if you aren't using a monkey? Is Foxball a separate category?
Tails
no, it is the same character. You can't use my character for competitive play because it is going to give you an advantage because she's so much hotter than everyone else there.
That's true.
What is your question, Dan?
So Cosmic Kiryu is also banned. Okay.
I was going to ask why you chose to use Tails instead of your own character, but I guess that answers the question.
Yeah.
It's almost like, did you have like some problem like selecting your character or something? Like, was it? It
was
like,
either that or Sonic, but I like Tails.
Was it like no? I just mean like you couldn't like pick yourself in the game. Was it like too hard to unlock or something? Like
no. I got a dev copy. I got a few dev copies ahead of time. Liz has one of mine.
I do.
Because she helped me with some monkey videos that we made together, and she did such a good job on them.
I was paid in Monkey Ball.
She was paid in Monkey Ball. And
the money is stored in the ball.
The money is stored in the ball. And so if you pre-order it with enough time in advance, then you'll unlock my character. Otherwise, you have to 100% the game, which is really hard, and I don't think anyone's done that yet. But also, Katie's saying we need to set you up with actual splits. Does someone who knows about video games know what that is?
So, what Katie is referring to is in the speedrunning community.
Right. The one that I'm in.
The one that you're in, absolutely. The one that you are giving a presentation on now.
Yeah, I learned so much.
But splits are a actual timer that you hook up to your game that will record your time individually on each part that you do. Like the moment you cross the finish line, they'll say like, I beat this level in this amount of time. So that way, you can know when you got your personal best on each one, and you can sum up all those parts for your sum of best.
I think there is a mod, the Loadless Timer plugin, that does that for PC, and I've thought about getting it.
There is.
But I haven't yet.
You're also very attached to the PS5.
So Katie is now joining Team Hot Girls, I guess. Why not?
Okay, so now we're just gonna go through some of the stages and talk about strats. This one, kind of boring.
It's
just like every single speedrunner will get this in 155 if you hold straight. And also, I'm going to talk about this as if you're playing with the PS5 controller because the Switch controller is all sorts of wacky.
You can go straight on the Switch controller. You just have to not press straight to do it.
If Liz. Sorry, but you should just need to know that, like, Liz is the only human being in the world who's ever gotten a 153 on this level. It is the most unreal thing I've ever seen. I don't know how she did it. You just have to hold straight, but she went wobbly, and somehow she got 153, and I don't know what got
It's called Solomon.
I don't know what happened that day.
Diamond, I didn't
started drafting behind another ball. She shot past it.
She did.
The ghost of my other ball.
She was in the ball. Also, I will say again, I made this presentation really fast, so I didn't even get like a picture of the real like Banana Mania diamond.
Incredible.
So this is one from the original Super Monkey Ball 1. But basically, the goal here is you have 2 goals, and if you aim for the one below, you will skip to level 5. So all you have to do is hold straight back so that the camera doesn't like go funky, and then go straight forward, and then you bounce in, and that's fine. Liz taught me this one cool trick, which I do have a video of, that makes you go fast. If you go back and you hit just the edge, you go really fast. Instead of doing the bounce.
Sick.
Yeah, I showed you this and you didn't watch it.
Liz
this?
did.
Yeah.
There was
yeah, because I'm done watching her monkey cringe.
No, Liz is a prodigy. Liz understands
I'm the
meta.
originator.
Do you want me to start sending you my fucking Melee clips? Or are you gonna watch them if I send them to you?
Weirdly enough,
we're trying to join the gaming community.
And
we are being gatekept.
Your, being your girlfriend specifically hit me up to be like, yo, I want to play the funny Tumblr man in Guilty Gear. So I have to get ready to send tech to her about that character.
Okay.
So, that's a gatekeeper.
This whole group is falling apart.
Liz is genuinely one of the best monkey ball coaches I have ever worked with.
It's because I'm a thinker, but I don't. These fingies don't.
She sent me this trick, which I think you got by accident, and then like 3 runs later, I was like, wait, like this?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Which was very powerful. This one, I'm just skipping to stage 5 because I haven't even done 3 through 4.
Yeah, I forgot
forever. They're
that
stupid.
they existed. I
Why
don't
would
know what
you do
they
that?
are.
This one is.
You're only going over the most optimal route, right?
Yeah. You just have to follow out fast. Normally, the way you like goal this one is getting all of the bananas, or in this case, coins, because your tail's my little friend. And if you go to the right or to the left, like at just the right place, and you'll like glide over it instead of doing a little bump. Now, slopes. This one I did some fun
where it
things
gets
for.
interesting.
Lots of ways to do this. Number 1, I hope you can see the path that I drew with the scribble technique in Google Slides. This is how you should first learn the skip of this, unless you're going like back and forth all the way down. This is what Liz started out with. I think she graduated to one past this, but it's you jump to the second platform, then you go to the next one, but you're slowing yourself down, so you have like 1 extra bounce, and then you're like kind of stopped and flat, and then you just roll down. The next way to do it is that you do 2 bounces, but on the second bounce, you kind of start like angling down. Then you, at some point down the ramp, you hit it, and then you keep going. And then the one that I'm doing is like 1 bounce and catch it on the ramp. And then this is the world record. Hopefully it's not too loud.
It is a bit loud, but it's okay.
What the fuck?
That's actually insane.
I'm working on this next.
That's
Wait, I want to watch that again.
I don't think I know how to do that.
That's fair. That's so valid.
This one fucking sucks.
You're
next. This one you could just wait, or you could do it all cool. This is me doing it, and then I have a better video of someone else doing it. But if you go back, let me tell you why this one's fucking insane. Every fucking level I play in this game, I only touch the control stick. Monkey Ball, at its core, is a game meant to be played with no buttons and just 1 joystick.
Yeah, I can play it with one hand when I'm trying to send you voice notes.
But this one is crazy because you need to maintain
with the Joy-Con in the left hand and the phone sending voice memos in the other.
I'm in pain.
How I play Monkey Ball.
I'm in so much pain. Ooh, PP.
Just like masturbation. Yes.
True.
But this one is like so wacky wild because you have to like
you guys only masturbate with
and
one
then
hand?
you have to like hold forward and then you use the camera to like move, which is not only the most unintuitive possible like
I call mine the
thing when you've been playing this game for months without the
Sword
camera
of
stick,
the
but it is just
Black
like
Cauldron.
so crazy. And then here's like someone good doing it with I think the world record.
It's
in
crazy.
Play. And this one you could like see the jump a little better. And it's crazy because even in the tutorial, which this person did, they were like, yeah, once you hit the jump, you don't really know what's going to happen, so you just have to go with it.
Yeah.
And like you have to be holding straight to maintain your speed, but you have to move the camera.
It's a vibing strat.
It's a
Okay.
vibe strat. Jump. Oh, I started running out of time making this presentation. So this is the drawing I did. Basically,
Amazing.
you can do 3 things. You can like just like go in it and then bounce off, which is what I do. You can go down the ramp but then not bounce and just go straight into the goal, which I've done, but honestly doesn't save you that much time and it's kind of harder to line up. Oh, I thought I had like the better strat for it, but I didn't. Exam A is crazy. Here's me getting like the craziest skip possible because you've already seen me do it the normal way. But if you go here and you do these 2 bounces, you go straight into the goal, which is kind of banger.
I haven't even attempted this one.
It's much easier than blocks. I got that one within an hour. Blocks took me 7 hours.
We have a chat question for Liz.
Yeah. Liz?
From Liz's mom, Liz, can you teach me how to play monkey ball when you come home?
Sure can try, but you're gonna break my Switch in the process.
Again,
I think it would be so sick if Liz's mom became better than you guys at monkey ball.
That would be
if she got so absolutely sick in the head, cracked at it.
Michelle would commit violence.
Liz's mom is gonna become number 9.
I think Liz is allowed to be better than me. I don't know if Liz's mom is allowed to be better than me. Sorry, Miss Hamer. I'm so sorry. I want you to like me, but also Liz and I have been a team for so long. It's kind of hard to accept someone new into that balance that we've worked out.
I don't think
It's been 2 months.
I don't think that you would allow me to be better than you because of that one time that you beat the record on my Switch.
We did go to our friend's birthday party,
moment.
And I had a heated gamer moment where I beat Liz's best score on her Switch, which is very impressive for me specifically because I hate the Switch controls so much. I complain about it constantly, and it's just so fucking different than the PS5 ones. Which is a brag that I have a PS5, and
and she used it as monkey ball machine specifically.
It's literally a monkey ball machine now. But I beat Liz's score, and I said some expletives out of excitement, and then I apologized so profusely.
Oh, you said not only did you say expletives, she also DM'd me immediately.
Yeah, but I was just like
being like, I fucking did it.
I think I was just like, I fucking beat your score or something.
Yeah.
Take that, I don't know. But it was very loud and aggressive, and then I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You immediately DM'd me about it.
See, once you get good enough, you'll just stop apologizing for that. You'll just do it. You'll just do it and mean
Heated
it.
gamer moments.
No, when I beat my friends in a competitive game, never to a stranger. I'm always respectful to a stranger. I just get up and walk away. But when I beat my friends, I'm standing up in their face I am getting in their face.
And the best part is he does it even before he wins, and then when he loses, he gets so mad and he leaves.
Yeah. That's not true. I am becoming a toxic gamer. I have a hat that says gamer. It's really unfortunate.
It's true.
Okay, we'll go through these pretty fast.
True.
This one's also kind of boring. You just kind of wait a little bit, and then
this
you just
one's
go
weirdly hard on Switch.
I believe that because everything is weird on Switch. This one you just go up left diagonal because it's kind of.
This one's so satisfying.
Sorry, out of the corner of my eye, because the text is a little bit small on the screen we're looking at. I just thought that said Hitler.
No!
I just thought the statement
I
was
did not
Hitler.
misspell that on a Jewish holiday of all days.
Come on!
It's not his holiday.
Fuck this place.
This is
Fuck
another
the banana
one where
plate.
Liz taught me a great strat that I.
But I can't do it.
Liz, this is the brains, and I am the hands, and I am in the ball. And
she's in the ball, and I'm watching the ball from afar.
This one is really cool because you hit the first clip by going straight a little to the right, and then here you do a full rotation of the stick to move your momentum back into the goal, which is.
Do you have a video of that one time you went straight into the goal?
Yes, I do. It is right here.
I did this once. I forgot to send it to you. It was crazy.
I don't know how I did it.
It's insane.
The thing is that Liz taught me the marker of if you aim for exactly this point of the thing, then you'll be able to do the thing, which is how speedrunners talk. And
exactly.
Most speedrunners speak like this.
This is a normal speedrunning discussion. We use shorthand like this.
But in the process of doing that, I got this, and I have gotten it a couple times, but I don't know what markers to aim for.
It's impossible to do it on purpose.
So in conclusion. If you shitpost about something enough, you will eventually hyperfixate on it so much, you will find yourself in the global top 10 for speedruns, but only for Super Monkey Ball 1 challenge mode. Fuck all those other modes. Any questions?
Yeah, my first question is, Liz's mom, would you like to become the first ever sponsored player by COFFEEBREATH? I'll make you a jersey, I'll send it to you, you can become the first ever professional COFFEEBREATH sponsored gamer. I'll invest any amount of money that it takes to get you to take Michelle's score off the leaderboard. I want you to knock her out of the top 10.
Dan actually
said, yes please, let's go, there we go, contract signed.
Dan also has me on retainer as a esports coach. I am ready to help. We are going to make it to the top here. Okay. We will break into the top 3 of Monkey Ball challenge runs.
Here's the problem. I do perform better when I have a rival, but
That's
also
true.
This will tear us all apart.
Yeah.
No, I don't want top 3. I'm not even aiming that high.
With family.
I want her to get place number 10 so that it knocks you down to 11 and you can't say that you're in the top 10 anymore.
I thought about buying Monkey Ball just to do that.
But then we'd be able to bond about something new, and I think our
we bond about enough things.
Even said that whatever friendship we have now is enough off for them. They don't want anything else.
Every day we find something new to bond about.
And this could be tomorrow's thing.
This one you've been trying to get me to do for 2 months while
Yeah,
I am
maybe it'll
actively working and in school. And if I fixate on this game, I will lose.
It's a good game to fixate on because, again, with only 13 levels, like, a run with loads is about, like, 3 minutes. Like, okay, with my time, it's, like, 3 minutes, 20 seconds-ish. So, like, every time you do a full run, it's not that much of your time. Which I like because you can just sit down. It's like back when Hades was a thing. It's like a run of Hades was, like, 20 minutes or so. Which
but
was,
even
like,
faster.
Yeah,
Huh?
so...
But even faster.
So
it's even faster than
when,
that.
when I fixate on a game, I become a professional. It becomes my job. No, what I'm saying is she's not being paid to do it yet.
Wait. I was paid in monkey goods.
That's
You
true.
were paid in monkey goods.
They
What are
sent
you?
me
But is
a
it
monkey
paying your rent?
box.
I was also paid.
Have you quit your job to pursue your monkey ball?
Kuba, you said the government was paying the rent. Come on.
It did, but also the gaming paid for my food.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also,
Monkey Ball
listen.
sent me food. They sent
They
me
did.
dried banana chips with a little baby on them, like baby.
Cool. Gaming bought me groceries.
Liz's mom.
Why are you trying to tear down?
Because I'm
a
trying to
girl
not.
camera boss?
No, because I'm
Hey.
trying not to play it with.
Be nice.
Hey, Liz's mom, I like your attitude. I like your motivation. She said, but I want to be number one. And
I
that's
work
why
really
that's
hard.
why that's why I'm willing to sponsor you because I believe in you.
I
Because I
also
think
believe
if
in you.
anybody can do it, it's you.
Liz's mom is a Sonic to Michelle's Shadow and the Monkey Ball. That's true.
Her jersey is
I would
gonna
love to play
say
Shadow. There's
Liz's
a
mom
mod.
Hamer.
Any other questions for Michelle? This is a Q&A
This is a
period.
Q&A.
Anyone from the chat or here at the bar? I have a question. I have one more question. She said, "Let's do this shit."
Guess
Fuck
what?
yeah.
Question,
Monkey
yeah.
ball.
over there.
I have a quick question while we wait for some to come in from the chat. Maybe. So could you explain again how we unlock your character in the game? Because I just haven't seen anybody using her yet, so I'm just like not
I've
really
been.
sure
Liz
how
has been
you
doing it
unlock
with the
this
dev
character.
copy. No, you have
I
to
actually
pre-order.
only play as Michelle when I do story mode.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
okay.
And every time we send you strats and
Yeah.
stuff, that's from the challenge mode.
Yeah, it's because you can't play her in challenge mode.
In the
'cause it's
same
not fair,
way,
she's too
it's
sexy.
locked. You know when you do the party games and you can't play as Kiryu and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lot like
Same
that.
thing.
Michelle is 2 OP, but yeah, you have to 100% the game. As far as I know, no one has done that yet. Like even the top speedrunners, they just kind of choose the things that they like. And you also have to 100% it with jump, which is kind of crazy because you can't use that legally in the ranking mode. So there might be a bug where you like have to finish ranking mode with jump on and like get a certain thing, but then you can't do that because it's illegal. But yeah, I mean, I'll ask the monkey devs. You know, they should know more about this than I do.
Donkey
It was just a
Kong is
partnership.
still in the ball.
We've got a couple questions from the chat
Yeah.
real quick. First of all, speaking of bugs, Crit asked, would you consider doing a glitch run of Monkey Ball?
I don't want to know what that means.
I think I
As
know
in like
what
a
that
run
means.
that uses glitches to get to the end
Yeah.
faster as opposed to doing it.
It's when you drink the homeward bone and then you end up in the
I-
kiln of the first flame and then you roll over Gwen. Like
I
Yeah, exactly.
would consider it, but it is the kind of thing where someone else has to figure it out, and then I will look at what they're doing, and then I will do that. And I don't know if that is breaking.
a wise gamer once said, "Good runners create, great runners steal." All right, just take everything.
Ben said using Michal is a bit of a tough strat. If you pick up too many bananas, she stops to do a presentation and freezes you at least 4 minutes. That's true. That's why speedrunners don't use that.
Yeah.
She is really powerful,
unpredictable.
but not in ways that are good for competition.
We've got another question
Yeah.
from Faded Awakening. Is Donkey Kong still allowed with the ball? I'm going
With
to
the ball.
assume that they meant within the ball.
Within the ball.
Is Donkey Kong stored in the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong is stored in the ball. Like he is 100% in the game. Like if you've seen the video I posted about it, like, I got it a couple
The art
weeks early, but
that
like,
was created.
everyone should have been seeing like what I saw, which is that Donkey Kong is a part of the story.
Yeah.
Wrinkly Kong is there. She passes away, unfortunately. You can get an unlockable
Rest in
frame.
peace,
You
baby.
get a cool photo.
Rest in peace,
Never
Wrinkly.
forget. My Queen Wrinkly.
Yeah, so he should be there. Honestly, he's kind of the
Just have to look
strongest of the
harder.
bunch, some would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A question from Kuba.
Yes. So when are you going to start your training for GDQ? So you can go and perform live in
and
front
being
of an audience.
consistent in
Of
front of
cour-
other people?
No, not to be consistent, but be ready to narrate and give your presentation with one hand while you play monkey ball with the other.
Here's the
Because you
good
have proven, in your own words,
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can play one-handed.
Except for blocks.
Well, one, that was Liz's words, not mine.
Oh, my bad.
They're my
I
words.
thought you were a team.
We
Well,
are.
we do things
She's the
differently.
brain and I'm the hands,
Yeah.
plural.
So Liz has to give the presentation.
Liz is gonna be the one at GDQ sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Being like, Michelle's gonna be like zoned in, hyper focused, and Liz is gonna be like, yeah.
Well-
So like, this is the one where you do the thing to do
We've
the
been like
thing.
This
to
is
do the
focusing on
thing.
the
literally-
strategy specifically.
That's literally what they do whenever they play over here or at Michelle's place.
Yeah, Liz is just sitting there like, okay, so this one is the thing where you have to do the thing to do the thing,
But
and
to
then
be
we're all just
fair,
like, yeah, Liz, bet.
I do talk. I'm not silent just because usually, every time I finish a level, I'm like, that was good, or that was bad. And then I like talk about the time range it ends in.
I do agree you do go, that's good.
Yeah.
You definitely don't go, that's bad.
No, that's not, no, well, when I say that's bad, then I restart.
Well, when I was playing
No, then
here-
you scream.
I scream if I fall out, but if I like just fuck up and then just like still like I like bounce off like wrong and then I have to,
you'll
like,
yell fuck.
Yeah.
No, that's me.
Oh wait,
That's
are you
what-
allowed to curse at AGDQ or GDQ? Because now it's
No.
not A or
No.
No, they don't let you do that. They run a tight ship these days.
Yeah, this isn't...
Can we get like a live censor so someone just like sees me fuck up and they just like push the button to censor?
Yeah.
So I know?
I'm down to...
Yeah, we could just cut. We have a cough button on your mic.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a coffee breath GDQ.
That'd be really fun.
Where-
Actually, that could be fun.
It would be fun because I could speed run Sonic Adventure 1. I could
That would be
relearn
fun.
how to do it.
And
Yeah,
then I would talk about Sonic.
the only game I've ever like kind of speed run is Sonic Adventure 1. I used to be able to finish the Sonic story in like less than an hour. Like I was
Alright.
actually
Should I
pretty
learn
quick
that
at
next?
Then...
it. No, I'll ruin you. I'll destroy you.
Should I
And
learn
it's
that?
Alright,
Why are
well...
you so
insane.
Why are you
I'll-
so rude?
I'll get around to speedrunning once I give up on Guilty Gear.
Well, will I speed
Katie
run
says
then?
yes, I should destroy Dan. I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Katie, thank you for joining us.
I didn't know
Thanks,
Katie
Katie.
was a Sonic fan.
Yeah, not many people know this about Katie.
Yeah,
It's
she's
kind of like a
got
hidden.
penchant for
Yeah,
Sonic
she kind of
Hedgehog.
keeps it quiet. She
Keeps
kinda
it close to
hides
the
it.
chest.
Yeah. Someone in chat said, isn't the Sonic run 20 minutes? Yeah, I was not that good at it.
I could get it done in under an hour.
I don't remember what my fastest time ever was, but I can beat it a lot faster than the average human.
It's like when you apply for a loan and you're like, my credit's over 500. They're like, that's not good, and you're like, it's better than not.
Katie keeps it close to the chest. But no, Sonic Adventure 1 would be a very interesting one for me to even try just because I didn't fully grow up on it. I played Sonic Adventure 2 like over and over, and I played Sonic Adventure 1 way later. So I always get lost in like the Mystic Ruins or like forget like where to go in certain places. So have to learn a lot more for that game, but I do like it very much.
Yeah, let us know if you want to see a COFFEEBREATH speedrunning event. Anyway, I think that's it for our presentation. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Of course.
A round of
Thank
applause
you for
her,
everyone who supported my new speedrunning career.
which just started.
It's just taking off, I think, is a better way of
She's
saying
doing
just
great.
started. It's been really rewarding. This is the only thing, like, giving me joy.
Yeah, it's true. I get 10 voice
So,
memos a day
I just
about
wanted
it.
a hard pause
I
after
was
that.
so badly waiting for Big to bark right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened to her.
She's roaming around.
I found her.
Yeah, there she is. She's on
I
your
know.
feed. Hey,
You don't
anyway,
give her
guys.
joy.
Anyway, the show's not over. We got some more to talk about tonight, but I do want to let you know, hey, it's Thanksgiving weekend, and you know what that
No,
means.
it's not. Oh, it is.
It is still Thanksgiving weekend, jackass. And you
Well,
know
that was
what that
only
means.
3 days ago.
I'm dying.
And you know what that means? There are deals to be had. And guys, we're doing our first ever Cyber Monday sale in the
Is
Coffee
the
Breath
cum
store.
mug up?
So we're doing our first ever Cyber Monday
There we
sale, and
go.
here's the gimmick: it's returning classics. A lot of our unlisted, limited time only shirts, bringing them back for just this the next few days. It says Cyber Monday, but the sale is actually active right now.
Actually,
You can
maybe I
use
will
promo
get the
code
shirt.
CYBER on anything on the store for the next few days, starting now, for 20% off your whole purchase. That's the biggest coupon we've ever done.
Guys, where'd they
Where
go?
did they go? Also, McCall on the ball.
Yeah, a lot of our classic shirts are back. Some
Classic.
of our fan favorites that have been in high demand that were no longer in the store, including the shirt that I'm wearing right now, the I Don't Touch Grass shirt, Liz's classic Where'd They Go tweet,
I like
and
that
then
you
also
put
the Put McCall on the Ball tee.
Which I will say, the
which-
proceeds do not contribute to my Monkey Ball career, but I think just the word of mouth, I think that will help. Just like seeing the shirt in public
Yeah,
will
that's-
really support me.
That's
Yeah.
priceless. Like
Yeah.
being able to get that.
Exposure
If
is
you're
what I was
if
told.
you're a big
I
fan
needed.
if you're a big fan of Michelle and you want to let the people know that you use her
Toxic
character
Global
all
in
the
one
time in Super Monkey Ball,
I do.
Banana Mania,
Yeah.
you can grab that shirt there on the right. with her character on there, just a little small one, subtle in the corner, just to let people know. If they know, they know. You can head on over to CoffeeBreathMerch.com or type !merch in the chat. Links also down in the description, and just a reminder that promo code CYBER there, 20% off anything on the site, including those limited time returning classics.
Yeah, will the horror mug also be available for purchase still?
Yeah,
it's still up.
It's still up? Perfect. Then you can buy yourself a gray mug.
Asking about it, so I decided to leave it up. This will be, I promise this is your last chance though, and that promo code is good for the next, it's good through the end of Tuesday, I think. So buy what you want before then.
I have a question.
Yeah, Michelle.
Is the horror mug the best-selling item in the Coffee Breath store?
It is one of the best-selling items we've ever.
We made it, yeah! We made it!
Okay, thank you.
Professional design team, hire us!
I once did graphic design for 2 different jobs.
And I make MS Paint memes. I don't know what to tell you.
I make Photoshop memes like an adult.
I used GIMP.
Okay.
You would be a GIMP head. Liz is such a GIMP user. Average GIMP user, Liz.
This is actually very clear on what kind of people use each one. Like, Photoshop users, GIMP users, and I use Microsoft Paint.
Professional shit poster. What can I say?
Amateur shit poster.
Does GIMP still exist?
True shit poster.
I haven't seen GIMP in like a decade.
I definitely haven't
GIMP still updates.
Wow, that's crazy.
GIMP is still doing very, very well.
GIMP is pretty base. They just took Photoshop and gave it back to the people. We love that.
Because everybody's switching over to it now because Adobe is making it possible to make NFTs in Photoshop.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this. That's so cringe.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
you can already do it in Premiere. Like,
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like already?
Yeah.
I mean, Adobe has always been cringe. They're absolute cringe lords.
Adobe is super cringe, but that's why everybody's moving over to DaVinci Suite and GIMP and all that.
I also agree. It should not be called GIMP. Yeah. That doesn't really.
I'm pretty sure it should be called GIMP. I think it should.
It stands for. It's an acronym. It's like graphic image something processor.
Graphic design is my passion. Little frog.
A GIMP is a villain from Pulp Fiction. All right, like, what do you want?
Now.
Yeah. Vouch for locating a copy of Adobe that you don't have to pay money for and using the internet to find it. Vouch for that. Highly aligned with that. Guys, also over Thanksgiving, I have an update on myself and my own health actually. Well, first of all, some people may be waiting for, they may be wondering where Myles is, and he's
dead.
He's back home in Florida.
He died
with his
from
family,
non-nutting.
but his
balls exploded.
Okay, I'm speaking. He is planning on calling in towards the end of the show to give us his final No Nut November update. He has just a couple days left. None of us have really talked to him that much, I don't think, since he left, so I'm not sure what his current status is.
I don't have a Ouija board.
He should be calling in at some point within the next like 30 minutes or so. But before then, guys, I had an interesting experience on Tuesday, and I didn't really tell most of you about it. So I had.
Wait, sorry, what day?
This is on Tuesday. So I had a really interesting experience. I spent the day getting things put in my ass.
Yeah,
I've been there.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've been there.
But not like for fun, like for
sport.
Not for sport either.
Dan's telling us all about his new anal circumference training.
The next thing
he's top 10 on the speedrunning board.
So before we talk about Myles' insides, let's talk about mine. Guys, I had to get a minor colonoscopy.
Just like a little one, like it's a treat.
It's actually called a sigmoidoscopy, which is
a sigmoid.
Sigmoidoscopy.
The based sigmoid.
So if you know me, you know I just have the most absolutely fucked up stomach and internals of anyone you've ever met. And I have a lot of problems, and I've been trying to solve them for like a long time now. And finally, I convinced the doctor to do a procedure on me. He did not want to do a full colonoscopy to solve this issue. He didn't think he needed it, but what he recommended instead was a sigmoidoscopy, which is basically like it's like a 50%. Colonoscopy. They go about halfway as deep, but they don't put you under drugs because they're not that deep.
Wait, no drug.
0 drugs.
Not even a little for fun.
Raw colonoscopy.
So if anyone out there in the world of Twitch doesn't know what a colonoscopy is, it's where they stick a camera up your asshole to see inside of you.
It's like this times 8.
Yeah, like times 8.
Yeah.
Wait, times 8.
Yes.
Length, girth?
Both.
No, girth is roughly similar to that.
Girth is actually like about It's like about that, yeah. Like if you, if you spin that
the
around.
The camera looks like that, except it's like smaller and obviously lubricated and and a lot longer.
Okay, Mr. Health Insurance, you get the lubricated camera.
You just stick a GoPro up your ass.
Yeah.
So I had.
For me, they fucking do a periscope, like it's mirrors and shit.
I mean, yeah, that's literally what it is. It's a periscope. So I had the worst day ever on Tuesday. I took off work because I had to wake up. My day started at 4 a.m.
Did you drive yourself?
Well, I'll get there.
Okay.
So my appointment, for some reason, the place that they sent me to is open from the hours of 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. Those are their business hours. And so
prime colonoscopy hours, yes.
Yeah, that's the hours you do a colonoscopy in.
Yeah.
So they gave me a time of, I think the time was actually 8 a.m., but you have to show up 30 minutes early, and then before that, 4 hours before that, you need to start setting up for it. So for a full colonoscopy, you have to do like a couple days worth of like fasting and stuff. I didn't have to do that, but what I did have to do is wake up at 4 a.m. and give myself 2 enemas back to back, which I don't know if you guys really know what that entails.
I would like to hear it.
So
I do, but yeah.
I had to go to Walgreens and buy this 2-pack of enemas, which is a thing. It's a fleet enema, so basically the concept is like it looks like a tiny little squirt bottle.
It's like a little bulb with a rod on it.
Yeah, it's got a nozzle about like yay big.
Yeah.
And that's the part that goes into your ass, and then down here is like some liquid. And you insert a nozzle about yay big into your ass with your own hands manually.
It has to be that much into your ass.
Yes,
yeah,
it actually does.
Okay.
To do an enema successfully, you have to go as far in as it allows.
Because maybe sometimes on people's first enema, I don't know Dan's experience, but I know from myself and others, you think, oh, I don't need to put the whole thing in there, and then you just kind of blast the area outside of your ass.
You got it. You hit the nail on the head.
Wild.
That's what happened.
And you realize, oh, it's that length for a reason, and then you sit there and stare at it for a little bit as you realize that in real time.
Yep. Listen, I am a straight male. I don't enjoy putting things in my ass. No judgment.
Those are completely unrelated terms, but okay.
I mean, yeah, no judgment for anyone who doesn't fall into either of those categories, but I'm saying this to let you know that I am not used to having things in my bunghole.
When Dan was describing this to me, he said, I now understand that the gays are our bravest soldiers.
I need this clip to be straight dude understands bottoming.
So let me walk you guys through it, because I don't want to stay on this forever, but so I put the first enema in there, and I kind of fuck up. I kind of make a mess on the first one. Not a scary mess, just like I squirted wrong, and I squirted the bottle wrong. I just want to clarify. I squeezed the bottle incorrectly, made a little bit of a mess.
You did a bidet instead of an enema.
Yeah, I eventually figured it out. The first one took me to do it for the first time. It took me. Shut up, Ben. The first one took me a solid 30 minutes to figure out how to do it and to do it successfully. And if you don't know how a fleet enema works, you basically use that funnel to dump an entire about this much liquid into your ass.
Liquid? Is it water?
It's like a saline laxative, because it causes you to violently exhale within less than a minute.
Exhale?
Yes.
Excrete.
That's the actual word, exhale.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
It causes you to excrete within
You poop.
often under a minute.
You poop.
So I finally figure out the first one. They tell you on the instructions, lay there until it like hurts so much it feels like it's gonna come out. And I waited as long as I could, which is maybe 30 seconds, felt like 10 years. I run to my toilet, I blow that ass out. I'm texting Kathy, my girlfriend, who's currently at a BTS concert
Poor
instead of hanging out
Kathy.
with us. More like
Lucky
big time
Kathy.
sucker. So I text her and I said, you know what? Unreal respect to the gays. They're our strongest soldiers. I could never do this for fun. So I finished the first one, and then the instructions say wait 30 minutes and then do the second one. So it's now 5 a.m. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep because I was so stressed I could barely sleep the night before. I've inserted one enema into my ass now. I have to face the second one. I'm a little bit more comfortable with it now. I'm widened up, so it's a little bit easier. Yeah, the second one.
It's called dilated.
I mean, the
I'm
second
putting a plug
one.
in there and it's waiting a little.
The second one is a bit easier just because there's less for me to shit out at that point. So I get that one done a little bit quicker. Now I just have to sit there and twiddle my thumbs for a couple hours, and then I have to walk to the actual like colonoscopy place because it was in walking distance from here. It was luckily only like a few blocks
It was like
away.
a little cowboy saunter.
Yeah. I was walking like
It's a club called the Poop Room.
I was walking like I was sitting down while I was walking, if that makes sense. So like this kind of stance where like I was walking like ass out.
Like an old school cowboy, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I was walking ass last, if you know what I mean.
You're very bow-legged, like.
It was a bad feeling, and I had to walk there. Luckily, only a couple blocks away. I just have to be blessed to live down the street from this particular office. So yeah, Liz's mom is right. The horse stance or the Brokeback Mountain Walk. That's also one way of describing it. So I go in this place. They're not telling me any. I have no idea what this process is like. They haven't told me anything about it.
Wait.
Google?
Your doctor didn't walk you through what was gonna happen?
He vaguely described to me what it was, but he didn't like tell me how it was.
You had the doctor who's like, it's gonna be easy. You gotta take a thing the night before. You eat a muffin. You go home.
Yeah. It was like that level of instruction. So I walk in and they're like, oh, all right, yeah, just go take off all your clothes and put all of your belongings in this locker. Here's a key. Hold on to it. So I strip completely naked, put on a gown. My phone's in the locker, so I got nothing on me except for the key. No, they told me to take everything off.
Yeah, they tell you to take everything off.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Just because I was wearing like a long hoodie, and so I think they just didn't want it in the way. They were just like, take everything off.
It's like a gown. Like
yeah, I was wearing a gown.
It's a hospital
I
gown.
was surprised that there's not a drug to make your ass dilate. Which
Well,
sounds
that's what they
insane.
do for a full colonoscopy, but they decide. I guess. Yeah, they put you under.
They put you under, and they can do that. And then also there are street drugs that do that.
Oh,
they're called poppers. Like it's a real thing. It's very big in the gay community.
Okay.
But I was not on poppers.
You were not on poppers.
I was raw dogging it. So
they're literally just like a little canister of salts that you pop open and you sniff them, and your asshole goes like this.
I thought of the party poppers, where it's the little confetti.
Yeah, no, that's what
It's
happens,
not
except
that.
it's your butthole.
It's not that. So
Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm they lay me down in a bed. They shut the curtain around me, and they basically.
I've heard this story before, so I have to sit through it again.
Yeah, that's why I didn't tell any of you guys. I wanted you to experience it raw, like I did.
I'm having a great time.
So
I'm very much enjoying this.
So they lay me down in the bed, they take my vitals and stuff, and they're like, all right, the doctor will be here in like, I don't know, 30 minutes. And I just look around, I'm like, okay. So now I'm still no one has told me what this process entails. I still know zero about what's happening, and I just have to sit there for what I'm told was 30 minutes, but there was no clock and I didn't have my phone on me, and I'm just staring at a blank ceiling, just pondering my fate. Just thinking about what's gonna happen to me because I have no clue. And it felt like 10 years I was laying there. Eventually they come out, they take my vitals 2 more times, no idea why.
Just to check.
Yeah, just to be real sure.
Ah, yes, you still got blood.
Well,
then they finally they're all set. They roll me into I'm on like a rolling bed, and they start moving me into to see the doctor in like the actual procedure room. And they're like, while they're rolling me, they're like, do you have any questions or anything? I'm like, yes, thank you for asking. What's he gonna do and how long is it gonna take? Because I was imagining like I'm here I took off the day of work because I was like, I might have a thing in my ass for 8 hours for all I know. So they're like, it'll take like, I don't know, 10 and 30 minutes. That's really a long range of time to have something in your asshole. And they're like, he's just gonna put a little camera up around there, make sure everything's okay. And I'm like, oh, all right, sure.
They describe it so jauntily.
Yeah, they're really chill.
I know, because they've done this to me as well. Like,
yeah.
they just are like, they clearly don't want to say like, we're putting a camera in your butt. Like, they do everything they can to work around that statement.
Yep. So they roll me in there. The doctor, basically, like, right from the rip, he's already ready to go. He I don't even see him because I'm facing the other way, and they start like setting my body up correctly. Like, they lay me down in a certain way, tell me to put my leg over. And so like I'm like I'm not wearing my glasses too because they told me to take those off. So I like can't see that well.
You shouldn't see this.
Yeah.
And
this is the camera. And they just hold
no,
the noodle.
this is where it gets crazy. So I'm laying there, and then I'm hearing a man talk to me, and I think it's the doctor that I had consulted with previously, but I don't even know for sure. And he's just like, hey, how you doing today? And I'm like, well, it's 7 a.m. and you're about to shove a camera in my ass. And so he's like, all right, well, are you ready? And I'm like, I guess. And then they set me up, and he says, all right, can you see? He says, do you wear glasses? You wear glasses, right? And I was like, yeah, I usually do. They told me to take them off. And he said, oh, well, can you see that monitor over there? He points to a monitor about like 4 feet away from me. And I'm like, kinda. And because I'm nearsighted, so I'm fine like at a close distance. I just can't see that far away. And he's like, can you see that monitor? I'm like, kinda. Why? And he's like, well, you need to see it. And I was like,
You gotta watch.
I need to see what? And he was like, well, that's where the camera is gonna show. And I said, do I need to see it?
You gotta read the scan.
My plan was to go in there and close my eyes and pucker up and take it like a champ.
Oh yeah, you don't want to pucker up. You want to be loosey goosey.
I meant pucker on the top.
You're not trying to. Yeah, you're not trying to power bottom the camera.
My plan was to just grin and bear it and close my eyes and just let him have his way. But unfortunately, he really wanted me to see it. He was like, no, well, like, I gotta show you what's going on in there. And I was like...
I would kind of want to know.
They've also done this to me. I think it might be a legal thing. Where they actually
have to show, maybe. I'm not sure.
You have to see
I'm only saying that or both of our doctors are psychopaths. These are equally likely things.
He really wanted me to see inside of my own asshole, which... For me, I don't get grossed out by stuff. If it was like putting a camera down my stomach, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that sounds sick. Or if it's like putting it in my nose to like go see my brain, I think that'd be cool. But something about seeing the inside of my asshole is not that interesting.
I disagree.
Yeah, I want to know actually, what's the line? Like,
yeah,
because I didn't want to see my own shit in my ass, so sorry.
I mean, you see it every time you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in my ass.
That's like a normal...
You got rid of it all that morning. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, there was nothing there.
There was still little remnants in there.
Well, yeah, because you didn't have to.
So anyway, I'll finish this up real quick because I don't want to burden people with my suffering. But so basically, he's like, he tells me, all right, look at that monitor there. I'm leaning away from him. I can't see whatever he's up to, and he's like, all right, so basically, and then while he's talking, he just shoves his whole thumb up my ass.
So basically,
yeah.
He's like in the middle of saying like, all right, so basically we're just gonna, and then he shoves his entire thumb in my ass. And I just scream in pain because I was not ready for that. No one told me it was gonna go down like that. And he's like, oh, you're fine, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. I'm like yelling in pain. Because again, no drugs. They do not put you under any kind of anesthesia or anything for this particular procedure.
Yeah, he didn't ease it in, he just shoved it?
He jammed that bad boy in there, quick and hard.
Did it have to be a thumb?
Yes.
It's to I think it was to widen me up.
It's a prep thing. But
yeah, it was a prep thing. But he just
normally
snap the glove, thumb in.
Yeah,
normally they like
work it in.
Go slow, but okay. This man Beybladed your ass.
He
let it rip.
Maybe it was slow on his terms. I mean, he's a doctor. I trust him, but like to me, that was not slow.
Doctors are kind of violent.
That was a jarring experience. So I'm already like screaming in pain. I haven't even seen the inside of my ass yet. And he's like, "Okay, now you're good. Now don't worry about it. I'm gonna put the camera up." That shit goes 12 inches into my body.
Yeah.
It is a camera, like I said, it looks roughly like this spoon, but this is like a wire, and this is like a camera up top, and they just go in, they went, I think from what he said, about 12 inches.
They also have a little remote that...
Sometimes they say it's 12, but it's not
this
12.
part can like bend and turn around and stuff like that.
Well, his did not have that ability because he was pretty deep in there, he's looking around, he's not really seeing what he's looking for, and he's like, all right, I'm going to turn it around. This is like, he's in there for a solid 10 minutes, and he's like giving me a tour. He's like showing me every
that
crevasse.
Kind of is fun. I will say, if they're already in there, I would like to know.
Yeah, I'm
No, trust me, because I have...
Sorry, Liz's mom killed me.
They printed out photos, which I can absolutely not show on Twitch, but if you guys are really curious, I can show you later.
I only care if it's about me.
Yeah, I'm not really down to see the inside of your ass.
Yeah, Yeah, they showed me every crevasse, every angle of my
Of the
colon.
first 12 inches.
Yeah.
Well, was there
Roughly
anything weird?
12. And he was like, oh yeah, and look over here, see this over there, and I'm like, yeah, I see that, bro. I'm like dying, and he's in there for at least like 10 minutes, probably more like 20. And he's looking around, he's not seeing what he's looking for, so he's like, eventually he goes as deep as he can get. He's like, all right, see that right there? That thing that you're looking at is a sign that I can't go any deeper. And I'm like, thank fucking God, because I'm about to burst. And then he turns around, he's like, all right, now this is you're gonna feel a little bit weird for a second. I need to rotate the camera.
I have a question.
He manually spins that bad boy around. While it's in my ass. And boy I showed you the shape of that on the spoon. It looked a lot like that. That was not fun to have that shit rotate 360 around. Or 180 around. Yes, Michelle.
Did you ask, because I would ask, if the length of your inner ass was like in a good percentile or something? Because I would want to know if that's like a good length of inner ass. Does that make sense?
Well,
that is...
He told me...
Does that make sense?
That's the most unhinged thing you've said this week. And you've said some pretty unhinged...
No, but like...
Jesus, Ben.
Like, I would want to know if it's a compliment that like you can't go further, or it's not, like kind of like a neg, like, oh wow, you can only
No,
take this much.
do you want the answer? Because it's kind of gross, I can tell you.
Then no. Well...
There is a reason why he said this is the point that I can't go further.
I just want to know
shit
if that's
there?
like...
Yeah, there's poop there.
If it's...
I mean, yeah, he's like,
Oh,
he was
I
like,
see, I
okay, that's
see.
where the rest of your poop is. I can't go
Oh,
any
okay.
further. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I thought there was like
you need to get the ice
intestines
bomb and
versus
come back.
acid.
Like,
you, have
yeah,
to, you have to get the moon boots so you can jump over it.
The sphincter's at the other side, right?
Yeah, you need to get the lens of
But yes,
truth.
like your ass is that's
To be able to
exactly
see
what I
through the
wanted to
fake
know.
wall.
The rest of
I
your
understand.
colon only opens up if you have the Triforce of Wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah, he reached the secret door that he couldn't pass, so then he rotates the camera, goes all the way back down the
Camera
other
keeps
side.
knocking on the door and just keeps going,
Great question from Crit, and important question, did this awaken anything? No. That, I really discovered that is not for me.
You sure, Dan? You sure
This
you're
is-
not a little bottom boy?
No.
I will
That's
say,
not
it doesn't sound like you eased into it the right way.
Yeah, this
No,
did not...
maybe-
I don't think, like, you gave it a real shot.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I was treated right.
Maybe if
Taking
it was
out the dinner
aftercare.
Yeah.
Somebody loved you
You
and
were
cared about
held
you,
after.
and instead of shoving an entire thumb, they were like, "Are you good?" And you'd be like,
Yeah, if I had a nice individual whining and dining me first, maybe I'd feel a little bit more attached to it.
"Before
but
the strap comes."
but the way he just absolutely shoved that thumb in there, I knew in that moment that is not for me. But God bless anyone who's down, because that was pain. That was different.
Sorry.
I need you to stop.
Aftercare is very important to create. I started to find that out later. 'Cause after he finished up his business, he was like, "Well, I didn't see anything, but that's a good thing. Just have more fiber." I was like, you really just like made me wait 2 months for this appointment to do this entire procedure. Made me wake up at 4 a.m, take a couple days off of work. Shoved an entire thing into my ass. I had my ass punctured 4 times over the course of 6 hours, which started at 4 a.m. All of that to say, just have some more fiber. Apparently for him, that's a good answer. He was happy with it. He said this is not a bad thing. There's no cancer in there, which I guess is nice.
That is super nice.
Good to know.
Well-
Everybody should be getting regular colonoscopies. It is one of the most dangerous kinds of cancer.
Well, what he said was that if it doesn't get better after having high fiber supplements, then he has to do the full colonoscopy. So, chat, give me a little prage. Give me a
At least you
prage
get a
in the
little-
chat.
That one you're
Yeah,
out
you
cold
feel
for.
asleep.
Yeah, the way he described it to me in the first place when he gave me the option, he made the colonoscopy sound so much worse. But I actually think if I was under the whole time, I wouldn't have cared. I
Yeah.
think I would
Yeah.
have been fine with it. I think this was a unique kind of torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You
he
should've
definitely
been under.
he did the stupid weird shit. Like,
I don't know if you were like sore after, but like if you were
Oh,
really
yeah.
sore after, like either way, you might as well be.
you're usually
right.
sore after. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was sore
Can I
after.
just
It's Dan's business.
Yes, Liz needs to leave. So I was sore after, obviously. Over the course of a few hours, had multiple things inserted in my bum.
Yeah.
And I had to walk home after that, and boy, if you thought the walk there was bad, the walk home back was just so contradictory. It was unlike anything I've experienced.
I'm surprised you didn't just Uber back, like...
It was so close that I would have had to wait probably like 20 minutes for an Uber, because they just let me go. They were just like, all right, you're done, put your clothes back on and go.
Get the fuck out.
The last thing I wanted to do is sit
There's
there
taxi money on the nightstand.
Yeah, the last... The last thing I wanted to do was sit there for a while and like think about it and wait for an Uber.
No, so instead you did your little hobble home and thought about it.
Yeah, so I wobbled home like this.
Your little saunter.
And I was still covered in whatever they put on me. I just laid down and just passed out for like 4 more hours. Woke up, built the Titanic. So that's the story of how I...
Men will really shove anything up their ass and build a Titanic.
What is it with people in this group and having medical procedures or visits and then explaining in public settings why they had to have those days off?
It really do just kind of...
Y'all fucking just do this shit to me every week.
Mine was better, but like, okay.
Yours is only better in this situation because I was directly involved.
No, I think my delivery was...
Nah, watching a
a
straight dude experience the idea of bottoming for the first time is by far way funnier.
Thank you, Fuel Caution, for the bits. Appreciate it. I just got word from Myles that he's not going to be back for another... He's apparently at Disneyland right now, or Disney World, because he's in Florida.
Which park?
He's at, I don't know, he's at Disney World with his
adventure.
family, because he's in Orlando, that's where he's from. And I guess it's open this late, because he said we're gonna, because it's 10:30.
Yeah, it's open mad late.
It's 10:30
Yeah.
I mean,
Eastern.
Disneyland here is open pretty late on the weekends. Like,
I guess that's true. Thank you for the another 3 bits, Fuel Caution, appreciate it. Yeah, so Myles said he probably won't be back for another, like, 30 minutes.
He can't take a call while at Disney World in line with all the children to give an update about his balls?
He's not
willing
here's
to
what
do
I'm
that?
gonna do.
what has happened?
family?
From what he has told me, he hasn't nutted, and he had a good holiday.
Not.
Yeah, he's not nutted.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm connecting my phone to the speaker.
I'm a little scared because I will say I have not been here or watched the show for any of these updates. So I don't know what they involve. And
here's the TLDRs. Week 1, I am God and nothing can kill me.
Right.
Where he for a week just played porn games just to try to fight off No Nut November.
Okay.
So he spent the first week playing porn games just to tease himself.
Week 2, that was a bad idea. Week 3, oh God, why? Oh no. Week 4, here we are.
Yeah, and he's got just a couple days left. We do want to get a final update from Myles.
No, he stopped after the first week because, it was a bad idea.
Yeah, he ran out of good enough porn games.
And I didn't want to send him any.
So here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to give Myles a call. I'm just gonna fucking call him. And see what happens. He might not answer, that's okay. If he doesn't, then chat will get you the final update. I mean, because the month isn't actually over, he still has a few more days, so we will have to do one final update on next week's show anyway.
Yeah.
So we may just get the full story then, but let me see if I can get a hold of him before we go.
This is what we do. As like a group of friends. Like, we just call our friends on vacation and ask, hey, have you masturbated? Like...
Hey, do you have a second? Because we're about to end the show, but if you don't have time to give us a quick update, we can just save it for next week.
Yeah, we can save it for next week.
Okay, we'll talk to you then. Enjoy.
Maybe he's too ashamed to admit.
Alright, I think he was like in line for the Matterhorn or something.
He's going on the teacups.
The Matterhorn.
Honey, who's calling you? Nothing!
He definitely answered like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey. He answered like he was taking like he for sure had one of those moments where it's like it's a for sure drug deal thing where he like walks off. He's like, sorry guys, give me a minute. And he's like, hey, what's going on? He like answered like that.
It's the guys, we're having such a good 1 sec.
Yeah, it was that type of thing. So wherever he was not ready to talk about his No Nut November progress. But guys, stay tuned for next week. We will have the final update from Myles.
I would like to speculate. He's actually not at Disneyland right now. He's just sitting at home.
in his closet in the dark with like a hood on.
No, he's totally nude in an unfurnished room right now, just sitting on the ground and just staring. And there's a big red timer, and it's just ticking down second by second.
That this is very close to how I spent my Thanksgiving. Let me finish. I played Monkey Ball.
If we're not gonna let Myles finish, why are
off of a monitor that my brother set up for me, but it didn't have sound. So I sat in a room alone for like hours, just like avoiding family things and just playing in complete silence.
Every like
for like hours.
Every 20 minutes, she would just like hit me with a PB, and every 20 minutes, I would be like, "I've watched this many episodes of Amphibia."
And I would just be like, because usually I play music while playing. For whatever reason, there were a couple hours where I just didn't do that.
The void.
And it was terrifying. There was a timer that kept going down or going up, and I just played in silence the same thing over and over.
That's a lot like No Nut November.
It's a lot like No Nut November.
That's a lot like labbing fighting.
I was frustrated.
Michelle sent us a photo of her suitcase prepared for she drives to San Francisco for to celebrate with her family for Thanksgiving, and her suitcase is one change of clothes and a PS5.
All you need.
The entire bag was a PS5.
Well,
it was just
so
the PS5.
controllers were wrapped in a pajama shirt and a pajama short. So.
Wow. Okay, so 1.5 changes of clothes.
What else do I need?
Yeah, you kind of had your own version of the challenge there. Whoa, Big is just living her life right now. Michelle's dog. His name is Big.
It's Monkey Ball May.
Anyway,
Monkey Ball.
Let's take bets because we do a number on the scale of 1 to 10 every week of Miles' pain level. During his No Not November updates. The first week was like 2, right? It started off like 2, and then it jumped up really fast to like 6, and then last week was 8.
Yes.
So now we're in week 4 with still a couple days left on the clock.
I think 2, it's going back to incel.
That's true.
It's going around.
I could see that where he becomes like, he goes like full wizard mode.
So I was actually talking with Miles specifically about going wizard mode.
Yeah.
Because as you know, if you don't have sex until you're 30, you become a wizard.
Yeah.
This is a true thing. And if you actually succeed No Nut November, you become a virgin again.
Does it require 30 years? Like if you stop at a certain year and then you take 30 years?
No, if you
it has to be 0 to 30.
It has to be 0 to 30. But if you successfully do a No Nut November, you regain your virginity.
Well, he is in Disneyland right now. If there's going to be a place for a wizard to live, it's probably
absolutely
there, at Mickey's castle.
And the dark side of it is if you win Destroy Your Dick December, you become a warlock.
That's a great one to end it on. Thanks for being here, everybody. Sorry this was our grossest episode ever. We had a disgusting conversation about Monkey Ball. Absolutely revolting. Just heard about all the worst types of things today.
Video games can be fun.
If you had a fun time watching with us and you're not already, please hit us with a follow up there. We're live every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for this show, the Coffee Breath Show.
Monkey Ball was really fun. If you want to see more Monkey Ball content and updates, please let us know in the chat or on Twitter. Or other forms of communication. Like if you send like a bird in the general direction of LA, we're gonna find out about it. So thank you. We'll definitely be sure to keep you updated on the Liz Michelle dream team we have going on.
Michelle's Twitter handle is right there under her face if you want to let her know about your thoughts on the presentation. I see CJ in the chat said I was definitely not expecting the second half of this stream. Thanks. You're welcome, and thanks for being here with us. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for everyone who hung out in the chat with us all night. Surprised we really didn't scare anyone off with the asshole or masturbation conversations. That's pretty good, guys. We've really fostered a great community here of intelligent people who love hearing about great topics like Super Monkey Ball and anal procedures. And if you want to hear more stuff like that, follow us up there. Hit us with a follow on Twitch. Hit us with a subscribe on YouTube, !YouTube in the chat, !Twitter as well. Get links to our social media to keep up with us. !TikTok, I'm back to posting on TikTok again if you want to see some banger clips. Help us grow. Follow me on there. It helps us out a lot. TikTok is the only way to grow these days, so help gas my shit up on there. Go on there, type !TikTok in the chat. Go like all of my TikToks. Just smash that like button on all of them.
I did just follow Dan back on
TikTok. Yeah, Liz finally followed me back, thank fucking God. It only took her like 6 months, but it actually took her about that long to subscribe to Coffee Breath on YouTube also. She was on this show for about 6 months before she subscribed to the YouTube channel, so I think we're making good progress. And you too can subscribe to our YouTube channel. VODs go up from this show every Tuesday morning. If you're not able to join us live on Sundays, they go up Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? Yeah, that's it. Oh, just one more quick reminder before we go. Again, Cyber Monday sale going on for the next few days. Promo code CYBER gets you 20% off anything in the store. This is our biggest promo code we've ever done. So if you yourself want to treat yourself to a little early Christmas gift, or if you've got that Coffee Breath fan in your life, if you're watching this and you know someone else that watches this and you want to buy him a Christmas gift, hey, now's a great time. Exclamation point merch in the chat. Links also in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Promo code CYBER, 20% off anything. And those limited time returning classics are just there for a few days. Those will come back down on Tuesday, and that code will go away. Wednesday. If you're watching the VOD, the code is still up, and those shirts are still up too. Last chance to get those items before they go away forever. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Coffee Breath Show. I'm going to throw it to, you know what, Kuba? I like your bit here. But since Michelle isn't on the show that much, I want to throw it to her for final thoughts. Michelle, what do you like to say to the people before we let them go?
If you're in the ball, you can do it all.